The rain hammered the cracked windshield of the old Chevy like 1,000 accusations, each drop echoing the screams still ringing in Alex's ears. "You're dead to us. You filthy queer." His father's voice had thundered just hours ago in that stifling Kansas living room, before they shoved him into the car with nothing but a backpack and a one-way ticket to oblivion. As the miles blurred into the stormy night toward Colorado, 22-year-old Alex Harper gripped the wheel until his knuckles whitened, wondering if survival was just another word for drowning alone. But fate, that cruel jester, had other plans. The engine sputtered and died on a desolate stretch of I-70, leaving him stranded under a sky that wept as fiercely as he did. Headlights pierced the downpour. Thena's sleek, black SUV pulling over, its driver stepping out like a beacon in the chaos. "Need a hand?" the man called, his voice steady and warm, cutting through the storm like sunlight. Alex looked up, rain mixing with tears, and saw not pity, but something dangerously close to understanding in those deep brown eyes. That stranger was Jordan Reyes, 24, a freelance photographer chasing sunsets across the Rockies, with a laugh that could melt glaciers and a heart scarred by his own hidden battles. He didn't pry as he jump-started the Chevy, just offered a dry blanket from his trunk and a diner booth to wait out the worst. Over greasy pancakes at 2 a.m. Alex's walls crumbled. "They found out," he whispered, voice breaking. "My boyfriend's texts. Dad lost it, called me every name in the book. Mom just watched. Then they drove me here, dumped me like trash, said never come back." Jordan's hand covered his, not flinching. "Then you're not trash. You're free." In that fluorescent-lit haven, amid the clatter of silverware and the hum of a jukebox crooning old country ballads, something ignited. Jordan shared his own story in fragments, a conservative Texas upbringing where faggot was whispered like a curse, a family that pretended he was straight until he fled at 18. "I get it," Jordan said softly, his thumb tracing circles on Alex's palm. "The ache of being invisible in your own home. But look at us two ghosts finding each other in the rain." Alex laughed through his sobs, the sound raw and real, and for the first time that night, the weight on his chest lifted just enough to breathe. They drove on together at dawn, Jordan's SUV leading the way to Denver, where the city sprawled like a promise of reinvention. Alex crashed on Jordan's worn leather couch in a loft overlooking the Platte River, surrounded by framed photos of vast landscapes, empty horizons that mirrored the void in his soul. Days blurred into weeks. Jordan's easy rhythm pulled him from the abyss. Mornings meant black coffee and shared sketches. Alex, an aspiring graphic designer, doodling logos on napkins while Jordan captured their mundane magic with his lens. Evenings were tentative touches, a shoulder brush in the kitchen, fingers lingering during movie nights, the air thick with unspoken want. One crisp October afternoon, as golden aspens painted the streets, Jordan took Alex to Washington Park. They wandered hand in hand, ignoring the sidelong glances from joggers and dog walkers. "This is us," Jordan murmured, snapping a candid shot of Alex spinning under a canopy of leaves, his smile tentative but genuine. No hiding. No shame. Alex paused, heart pounding. What if I'm broken? What if they were right? Jordan pulled him close, their foreheads touching. Then were both shattered porcelain beautiful because of the cracks. Their first kiss tasted of autumn and absolution, fierce and unhurried, sealing a bond forged in exile. Life in Denver wove them tighter. Alex landed a gig at a small design firm, his bold lines and vibrant colors earning quiet praise. Jordan's photography gigs multiplied, his portfolio now laced with portraits of Alex laughing in dive bars, thoughtful by the window, alive in ways his family had never allowed. They built rituals, Sunday farmers markets for fresh tamales, Jordan's nod to his Mexican roots, midnight drives blasting indie folk, and whispered confessions in the dark about dreams deferred. "I want a life with you," Alex admitted one night, tracing Jordan's jaw. "Not just surviving, thriving." Jordan's eyes shone. "Then let's make it ours." Yet shadows lingered. Alex's phone stayed silent, a tomb of unanswered voicemails he'd left in the early days. Begging for forgiveness, he didn't know. Nightmares jolted him awake, his father's red face, his mother's averted eyes, the slam of the car door on a highway to nowhere. Jordan held him through it, murmuring, "You're not alone anymore." But the wound festered, a quiet poison eroding their joy. Holidays amplified it. Thanksgiving came with Jordan's chosen familia, boisterous queer collective of artists and activists who enveloped Alex like a warm quilt, toasting to found kin. Still, as they carved turkey and swapped stories of pride parades past, Alex excused himself to the balcony, choking on the what-ifs. Jordan found him there, bundled in a scarf against the chill. "Talk to me," he urged, wrapping arms around Alex's waist. The city lights twinkled below, a mosaic of lives unapologetically lived. "I miss them," Alex confessed, voice cracking. "Not the hate the before. Lazy summers in the backyard. Mom's apple pie. How do I grieve that and let go?" Jordan turned him gently. "You don't bury it. You honor the good, rage at the bad, and build something better. With me." Their lovemaking that night was tender fury, bodies entwined, reclaiming what rejection had stolen, each gasp a vow against the void. Spring bloomed defiant, cherry blossoms dusting the sidewalks like confetti. Alex's designs caught a client's eye at queer-owned bookstore chain, and his confidence surged. Jordan proposed a cross-country road trip to outrun the ghosts. He joked, but his eyes held deeper intent. They traced Route 66 in reverse, from Denver to the Grand Canyon, where sunsets bled crimson, and Alex finally deleted his family's numbers, the act feeling like shedding skin. In a dusty Arizona motel, under star-pricked skies, Jordan knelt not with a ring, but with a Polaroid of them on that rainy highway. "Marry me?" he asked, voice thick. Alex's yes was a sob, pulling him up into a kiss that tasted of forever. Words spread like wildfire through their Denver circle. Wedding plans ignited intimate, heartfelt, at a reclaimed barn on the outskirts, ringed by wildflowers and mountain views. Invites went out to friends who'd become family: Elena, the fiery Latina drag queen who'd taught Alex to vogue; Marcus, Jordan's lens-whispering mentor; the whole ragtag crew who'd cheered their first pride float. Alex hesitated over one detail: no family. "They don't deserve it," Jordan affirmed, but doubt gnawed. "What if fate has a twist?" Alex mused, half joking. Little did he know. As summer sweltered, the barn transformed twinkling lights strung like constellations, wildflower arches framing vows of unyielding love. Rehearsal dinner buzzed with laughter, toasts to resilience. Alex, in a slim-fit suit the color of stormy skies, stole glances at Jordan, radiant in cream linen, his smile a lighthouse. But as dusk fell on the wedding eve, a shadow crept in, a battered Ford pickup rumbling up the gravel drive, headlights cutting through the twilight like accusatory fingers. Alex's heart seized. He knew that truck, the one that had ferried him to exile. Out stepped figures from nightmares: his father, grizzled and hollow-eyed, 52 and stooped by unspoken regrets; his mother, 48, clutching a faded quilt like a shield, her face etched with lines of silent complicity; his younger sister Lily, 19, wide-eyed and trembling, the only one who'd secretly texted him coordinates after overhearing the plan. "Alex," his mother whispered, voice a ghost. The air thickened, guests murmuring, Jordan's hand finding Alex's in instinctive solidarity. "What the hell are you doing here?" Alex's voice cracked like thunder, raw betrayal surging. His father shifted, boots scuffing dirt. We saw the announcement. In the paper. Drove all night. Lies hung heavy. Lily's guilty flush betrayed the truth sent it. An act of quiet rebellion. The family that had cast him out now stood uninvited. Faces a mosaic of shame and desperation. You think you can just show up? Alex spat, chest heaving. After you left me for dead on that road. His mother's knees buckled, tears carving paths down weathered cheeks. We were wrong. Son. So wrong. Your father. He's been drinking himself numb. The farm's falling apart. But it's you see it now. The news. The stories of kids like you. It broke us open. His father, voice gravel rough, stepped forward. I was scared. Of the town. Of God. Of losing everything. But I lost you instead. If you'll have us. We're sorry. Not words alone, they dropped to their knees in the dust. Heads bowed. The quilt unfurling like a flag of surrender. Lily sobbed openly, clutching Alex's hand. Forgive us. Please. The barn fell silent, the weight of years crashing down. Jordan squeezed Alex's fingers, whispering, Your call. Love. Always. Alex's mind reeled rage. Grief. A flicker of the boy who'd once chased fireflies with Lily. Fate. That meddlesome force. Had orchestrated this reckoning, forcing mirrors on the unrepentant. He looked to the stars emerging overhead, then to Jordan's steady gaze, and finally to the family kneeling, not in power, but in humility. In that suspended breath, Alex knelt too not in defeat, but in reclamation. Get up, he said, voice steadying. All of you. They rose, tentative, and he pulled his mother into an embrace that smelled of home and hurt. This doesn't erase it. The pain, the nights I wanted to end it all, that's forever. But I choose mercy. For me. Join us tomorrow. Witness what love builds from ashes. His father's nod was a dam breaking. Silent tears for the son he'd nearly buried. The wedding dawned luminous. The barn aglow with possibility. Alex walked the aisle on Jordan's arm, chosen family flanking them, vows exchanged under vows of wild roses, in storms and sun. I choose you. His family sat in the back, unobtrusive, eyes glistening as they beheld the man Alex had become. When the officiant pronounced them bound, cheers erupted, and in that chorus, old wounds began to mend, not perfectly, but humanly. Receptions spilled into twilight. Tables laden with tamales and pie. Dances weaving strangers into kin. Alex's father approached shyly, offering a weathered hand. Proud of you, son. Simple words, heavy as mountains. Lily twirled with Elena, laughter bridging chasms. As fireworks painted the sky, Alex and Jordan slipped away to a hillock, hands entwined. Fate's a bastard, Alex murmured. But she gave us this. Jordan kissed him slow and deep. Us against the worlder with it. If we let them in. In the years that followed, bridges rebuilt unevenly. Visits to Kansas meant tense dinners thawing into stories. Apologies layered like sediment. Alex's designs flourished, adorning queer youth centers nationwide. Jordan's lens captured their light. Books of resilience born from rain-soaked beginnings. Lily came out herself, finding in Alex the ally she'd always needed. His parents, graying but growing, marched at their first pride signs reading Love Wins, late but loud. And on quiet anniversaries, by the Platte or under Kansas stars, Alex would remember that stormy road not as abandonment's end, but love's improbable start. Fate had knelt them all, but from the dust rose grace, a testament that even shattered families could kneel in truth and rise whole. Yet grace was no fairy tale gloss. It demanded the grit of daily forgiveness. Back in Denver, The honeymoon haze faded into the rhythm of merged lives, laundry piles, and late bills. Jordan's early shoots clashing with Alex's deadlines. One evening, as snow dusted the loft windows, a call shattered the peace. "Alex, it's Mom." Her voice trembled, small against the line's static. "Your father's in the hospital. Heart scare. He asked for you." Alex's stomach knotted, the old wound pulsing. Jordan paused mid-stir of pasta sauce, concern etching his brow. "Go if you need to. I'll drive." The decision gnawed through the night. Pride warred with the pull of blood. By dawn, they were on I-70 again, the highway a ribbon of memory, tires humming elegies to that rainy abandonment. Kansas unfolded in flat, unforgiving gold. The Harper farm a sentinel of sagging silos and frost-kissed fields. The hospital room smelled of antiseptic and regret. His father pale under fluorescent glare, tubes snaking like accusations. "Son," he rasped, eyes locking on Alex with a vulnerability stripped bare. "Didn't think I'd get this chance." Words tumbled confessions of a life caged by fear. Sermons from a firebrand preacher dad who'd beaten sin into him young. "I saw myself in you. Scared I'd fail you like he failed me. Pushed you away to save you from me." Alex's throat tightened. This man, once a monolith of judgment, now frail as paper. "You almost destroyed me," he admitted, voice low. "But here we are." Jordan lingered in the hall, giving space, his presence a silent anchor. Lily arrived, hugging Alex fiercely, her college stories a bridge to normalcy. Mom hovered, pressing pie tins into hands, her apologies woven into every gesture. They stayed a week, mending fences over checkers and chemo chats, his father's gruff laughs at Jordan's bad jokes, tentative questions about their life. "You too? Happy?" he'd ask, and Alex's nod carried the weight of vindication. Driving home, Alex leaned on Jordan's shoulder, the Rockies rising like guardians. "It's not fixed," he said, "but it's healing." Jordan kissed his temple. "That's the human part. Messy, real." Their love deepened in the forge of it, nights tangled in sheets, whispering futures, bodies mapping forgiveness in skin. Spring brought renewal. Alex's firm promoted him, his queer-centric campaigns earning industry buzz. Jordan's exhibit at a local gallery, Exiles and Embraces, drew crowds. Alex's portraits the heart. At the opening, a surprise, Lily, beaming, with a ticket stub from her first design class. "Inspired by you. Big bro." Pride swelled, a balm to old scars. But trials shadowed joy. Jordan's visa tangled his Mexican heritage, a bureaucratic snag, in their forever. Sleepless nights bred fears of separation, echoes of Alex's abandonment. "What if they deport you?" Alex fretted, pacing the loft. Jordan pulled him down, fierce. "Then we fight. Like we fought for this." Petitions flew. Friends rallied. Elena's network unearthed a pro bono lawyer. Months blurred in advocacy's fire protests. Calls. The raw terror of systems that deemed love a liability. Victory came in a plain envelope, approved. They celebrated on the loft roof. Champagne fizzing under city lights. Making love with the abandon of the saved. "To us," Jordan toasted. "Unbreakable." Alex's heart, once fractured, beat fuller. Summer hummed with plants, a cabin getaway in the San Juans. Wild rivers and whispered vows renewed. There, amid pine-scented air, Alex sketched their dream home, Jordan photographing the light on his face. "Kids someday," Jordan mused, half dreaming. Alex hesitated, ghosts of his upbringing flickering. "Maybe. With love like ours." "Yeah." Fall whispered change. News from Kansas, dad stronger. Walking the fields again. A rainbow pin on his tractor hat, small but seismic. A letter arrived, scrawled, "Proud to call you son. Bring Jordan for harvest." They went, the farm alive with combines and kin. Dinners stretched late, stories flowing like cider grandpa's hidden affairs. Mom's secret novels devoured in church pews. Laughter bridged gaps, toasts to second chances. Yet not all mended smooth. A cousin's slur at Thanksgiving sparked Fire Alex's voice rising. "Not here. Not anymore." Dad intervened. Quiet thunder. "Enough. My boy's a man, and his man's family." The table hushed, then nodded, the air clearing like after rain. Winter wrapped them in quiet triumphs. Alex mentored at a youth center, his story a lifeline for runaways. Jordan's book deal landed, roads to redemption, weaving their tale with others. As snow fell, they hosted their first family Christmas. Harper's and Reyes. Mismatched but magnetic, carols clashing with mariachi. In the new year, Alex proposed a pilgrimage, the exact mile marker of his stranding. They stood there, wind-whipped, Jordan's arms around him. "From here, we built empires," Alex said, tossing a stone into the ditch. A ritual release. Fate, ever the dramatist, had looped them back, not to wound, but to witness growth. Their second anniversary dawned in cherry blossoms, a vow renewal intimate as dawn. Friends gathered, his family now fixtures, Mom fussing over flowers, Dad grilling with Jordan, Lily officiating with youthful grace. Vows echoed through abandonments and arrivals. "I choose you." Rings exchanged, kisses sealed, the circle complete. Life's tapestry wove on promotions, travels, the pitter-patter of adoption dreams taking shape. A little boy, Mateo, entered their world at 3, all wide eyes and wary trust, his file a litany of foster fails. They scooped him up, teaching him family meant chosen, fierce, forever. Years layered like patina on silver. Alex's firm boomed, Jordan's TED Talk on queer resilience viral. The Harpers visited often, Dad's health a steady rhythm, Mom's quilts adorning their home. Lily's wedding tow a woman, no less, saw Alex walk her aisle. Full circle. On their 10th, by that Platte River bend, Alex reflected, abandonment had been the cruelest gift, birthing a love that knelt empires. Fate hadn't just made them kneel, it raised them, hands linked, to heights undreamed. But empires, even built on love, weathered storms. Mateo's arrival was joy laced with chaos, sleepless nights, and sticky-fingered days, their loft echoing with giggles and the occasional tantrum. Alex, ever the planner, mapped routines. Jordan, the dreamer, captured it all in candid frames. "Our little revolution," he'd say, hoisting Mateo onto shoulders for skyline views. Parenting unearthed old fault lines. Alex's hypervigilance born of his own exile clashed with Jordan's laid-back flow. A playground slight, a kid calling Mateo weird for his two-dad pride, sent Alex into protective overdrive. "No one hurts him like they hurt me," he'd fume, pacing. Jordan drew him close. "We shield, but we teach strength too. Like you taught me." Therapy became their compass sessions, unpacking generational trauma. Emerging bonded, wiser. Kansas calls grew frequent. Dad's letters a steady pulse, tales of farm life. Subtle pride in Alex's news clippings. One spring, they drove with Mateo strapped in, the boys' chatter a buffer against memory's edge. The farm bloomed, riotous orchards heavy, air sweet with soil. Grandpa Harper, now frail at 78, held Mateo with trembling hands. "Looks like you." Alex's stubborn spark. Stories unfolded around the fire pit, Dad's youth, wrestling his own unspoken truths. Mom's quiet rebellion in baking forbidden rainbow cookies for church socials. A crisis hit mid-summer, floods ravaging the fields, the farm teetering on ruin. Dad's voice cracked over the phone. Might lose it all. Alex didn't hesitate. We're coming. They rallied their Circle Elena's fundraiser gala. Marcus's auction of Jordan's prints raising enough to bridge the gap. Arriving knee-deep in mud, Alex shoveled beside his father. The labor a silent accord. Didn't think you'd save us. Dad grunted, wiping sweat. Alex met his eyes. Family does that. Even when it's hard. Mateo toddled through it, splashing puddles, his laughter a talisman. That night, as waters receded, Dad pulled Alex aside. You forgave too easy. I don't deserve it. Alex clapped his shoulder. Forgiveness isn't easy, it's choice. Every day? Jordan watched from the porch, Mateo on hip, their eyes meeting in wordless gratitude. Back in Denver, success swelled. Alex's campaign for a national LGBTQ+ hotline went viral. His face on billboards, a far cry from the boy dumped on a highway. Jordan's book tour crisscrossed coasts, Mateo in tow, charming audiences with crayon drawings of my daddy's love. Yet doubt crept in shadows. A routine checkup revealed Jordan's diagnosis: early stage lymphoma. Treatable, but terrifying. The word cancer landed like a gut punch. Alex's world tilting. Not you, he whispered in the doctor's office, gripping Jordan's hand. We've come too far. Jordan, ever the rock, cracked a smile. Then we'll fight like hell. For us. For him. Chemo began. A gauntlet of nausea and needles. Alex juggled work, daycare, the endless wash of linens reeking of medicine. Friends encircled Lily flying in to cook. Elena hosting war council potlucks. Mateo's innocence pierced deepest. Daddy Jordan sick. He'd ask, drawing get-well sons. Jordan, bald and brave, would scoop him up. Just a pit stop. Buddy. Superheroes recharge. Nights were hardest. Alex holding Jordan through chills, whispering memories of rainy rescues. Remember pancakes at dawn? You saved me then. Jordan's voice. Thin but true. We save each other. Always. Remission came after 6 months. A scan declaring victory. They celebrated quietly. Pizza on the loft floor. Mateo crowning Jordan with paper crowns. My hero, Alex murmured, tears salting sauce. Healing rippled outward. Dad, hearing of the battle, sent a care package, farm fresh jams. A note, fought my demons too. You're tougher. It mended another fracture. Their calls lengthening, laced with life's unvarnished truths. Fall brought harvest home. Mateo's first school play. A pint-sized tree in a nutcracker tail. The family filled seats, Harper's beaming. Reyes clan video calling from Texas. Pride swelled. A quiet roar. Winter whispered legacy. Alex spoke at a youth summit. His story, from highway heartbreak to heart hole, met with standing ovations. Jordan documented it. Lens soft on Alex's fire. You're changing the world, he said later, arms full. Alex laughed. We are. Spring unfurled with adoptions, echo a baby girl. Sophia, joining at 6 months. Her dark curls a mirror of Jordan's. The loft burst fuller. Chaos a symphony. Parenting duo now. They navigated with grace, earned in fire bedtime stories of 2 dads who beat storms. Holidays blending piñatas and pumpkin pie. A decade's marker loomed, their 15th anniversary. Planned as a vow renewal at that fateful barn. Invites spanned coasts, Elena emceeing. Marcus toasting. Lily is maid of honor. The Harpers RSVP'd yes. Dad's health steady. Mom's quilled a gift. But fate, that old trickster, stirred one last tempest. Weeks before, a letter arrived anonymous. Postmarked Kansas. Inside, a clipping of Alex's summit speech. Underlined, pervert poison. Hate's echo. Stirring ghosts. Alex's hands shook. Old fears surged. They'll never stop. Jordan burned it in the sink. Flames devouring venom. Then we shine brighter. For Mateo, Sophia, every kid like us. The wedding weekend dawned golden. Guests arrived. The barn alive with laughter. Rehearsal dinner hummed, Dad cornering Jordan. You gave my boy back his light. Thank you. Jordan's eyes misted. He gave me mine. Ceremony day. Alex walked the aisle, Alanino father's arm, but chosen strength in every face. Vows poured. 15 years of storms weathered. Loves deepened. I kneel to you. Forever. Rings gleamed. Kisses sealed. Cheers thundered. Reception swirl dances wild. Toast tender. As stars wheeled, Alex pulled his family close. Harper's kids. Jordan. To kneeling not in defeat, but devotion. Dad raised a glass. Voice thick. To the son who taught me grace. In quiet afterglow, by the fire pit, Alex traced Jordan's ring. Fate made us kneel, but love made us rise. Jordan smiled. Eternal. And we'll keep rising. Rising, though, meant navigating love's labyrinthine depths. Sophia's toddler tyranny demanding midnight milk and dawn tantrums tested their tandem. Alex, the structure seeker, charted nap schedules. Jordan, the improviser, turned spills into splash pad adventures. Balance. They'd affirm over coffee, stealing kisses amid the fray. Professional tides pulled too. Alex's firm-eyed expansion, tempting a New York leap, bright lights. Bigger stages, but uprooting roots. Jordan's wanderlust tugged westward. A California exhibit calling. What if we fracture? Alex voiced one night. Sophia snoring between them. Jordan's hand found his. We bend, not break. Talk it through like always. Decisions simmered through family votes. Mateo's school plea, stay where friends are. Tipped Denver's scale. Compromise bloomed, Alex consulting remotely. Jordan road-tripping with shoots. Their love, battle-hardened, flexed without snapping. Kansas wove tighter. Summers meant farm immersion, kids chasing chickens. Alex and Dad repairing fences. Literal and not. One dusk. Tools down. Dad confessed. Therapy. Son. Facing the rot your grandpa planted. Alex's hug was fierce. Proud of you. Mom's garden talks with Jordan bloomed confessions, her own buried affections for a college friend. Silenced by Ira's chains. I see why you fought, she said. Weeding. Wish I'd had your courage. Lily's life paralleled her wife's pregnancy, announcing a niece. Family swelling. Visits buzzed with ultrasounds and uncles-to-be. Mateo and Sophia doting on bumps. A shadow fell, autumnal. Elena's diagnosis. Breast cancer aggressive. Their circle clenched vigils. Meals. Jordan's lens chronicling her fierce fight. Live loud. She rasped from hospital bed. Alex at her side. Her passing winter sharp left void funerals raw. Toasts to her sequined spirit. She taught us glitter in grief. Jordan eulogized. Voice steady for them all. Healing meant honoring a drag show fundraiser in her name. Proceeds to queer youth. Alex emceed. Heart full. Mateo's rainbow face, paint a talisman. Auntie Elena's spark lives. He declared. Crowd roaring. Spring rekindled Sophia's first steps toward Jordan. Dada. Echoing triumph. Work hummed. Alex's app for LGBTQ+ support launched. Users surging. Stories mirroring his own. Jordan's docuseries on family redemptions greenlit. Alex's arc central. Midyear. Crisis Redux wildfires scorched Colorado. Evacuations looming. Their loft spared, but friends displaced. They opened doors, cots, casseroles. Kids' playdates in chaos. Amid smoke-hazed skies. Alex coordinated aid. Jordan photographing survivors' resilience. Humanity's fireproof. He captioned shots. Going viral. Postblaze. Reflection deepened. A couple's retreat in the Aspen Skids with Lily reignited sparks. Hiking trails. They unpacked. 15 years. And I still fall daily. Alex admitted. Leaves crunching. Jordan's kiss was firelit. Good. Keeps it alive. Fall harvested Bounty Mateo's bar mitzvah, a nod to Jordan's blended rites. Family converging. Dad's speech. Halting. From my mistakes. You built miracles. Tears flowed. Hugs sealed. Winter whispered legacy's next thread. Sophia's adoption final. A courthouse moment tear-streaked. Hours. Jordan breathed. Papers signed. Homecoming parade of balloons. The kids' laughter a symphony. Anniversaries marked milestones, their 20th. A vow renewal at sea. Hawaii's waves crashing applause. Extended kin aboard. Harper's snorkeling. Lily's toddler splashing. Vows ocean deep. Waves may crash. But we endure. Rings renewed. Luau's lit. Backshore side. Life's pulse quickened. Alex keynote at Stonewall. His words, kneel to love. Rise to legacy, etched in programs. Jordan's series premiered. Emmy's whispering. Kids, Thrive Mateo coding apps. Sophia sketching dreams. Yet vulnerability visited. Dad's stroke. Sudden. Felt him mid-harvest. Alex flew solo. Jordan minding home front. Hospital vigil. Dad waking groggy. First words, don't. Kneel for me. Stand tall. Recovery was rehab's grind. Alex shuttling. Therapy tag teaming with Lily. He's fighting. Alex updated Jordan. Voice weary. Like us. Spring saw Dad homebound. Farm adapted wheelchair paths. Adaptive tools. Visits meant stories by bedside. Mateo's guitar strums soothing. You made me better. Dad told Alex one dawn. Now pay it forward. Summer solstice. A family reunion. Grand Reyes and Harper's merging at the farm. Potlucks epic. Dances under stars. Toasts to bridges built. Sophia's firefly chase mirrored Alex's boyhood. Full circle. Fall's foliage framed change Mateo off to college. Dorm drop-off, a tearful launch. Proud. Kid. Alex choked. Hugging. Empty nest echoed. But Sophia's energy filled. Jordan and Alex reclaiming date nights, jazz clubs. Stolen touches. Winter's hush brought introspection. A book deal for Alex, kneeling to rise. Memoir weaving abandonment to abundance. Jordan illustrated. Their hands entwined in creation. Their 25th dawned in dawn's light. That plat been sacred. Kids grown but gathered. Family vast. Vows whispered. From fate's kneel to our eternal stand. Kisses sealed. Horizons endless. In quiet. Alex knew. Love's drama wasn't plot twists. But persistent choice, kneeling in humility. Rising in humanity. Choice's cadence carried them into golden middles. Mateo's freshman year sparked calls home philosophy debates. First crush confessions, a non-binary artist. Heart emoji-laden. Advice. Dad. He'd ask Alex, who chuckled. Listen more than label. Love finds its shape. Sophia. Middle school maven. Navigated cliques with Jordan's wit. Her sketches of superhero families adorning fridges. Alex's book tour, whirlwind densities blurring. Stories shared in spotlights. One night in Chicago. A fan's whisper. Your highway tale saved me from mine. Alex hugged her. Throat tight, legacy live. Rippling. Jordan's series swept awards. Panels buzzing with redemption reel. Alex moderated one. Dad via video. It's messy work. Worth every kneel. Applause thundered. Tears unshed. Kansas anchored. Dad's rehab plateaued. But spirit soared. A adaptive farm tour he hosted. Wheelchair bound but beaming. Drew media from prejudice to pride. Alex co-presented. Their tandem a testament. Lily's birth. Little Rosa brought auntie/uncle duties. Sophia cooing over cousin. Family swelled. Gatherings epic Thanksgivings tented. Blending turkey and tacos. Storm clouds gathered personal. Alex's checkup flagged prediabetes. A wake up to pace. Jordan cooked clean. Runs together dawnlit. We're in this, he affirmed. Lacing sneakers. Discipline deepened bond. Bodies attuned. Sophia's school play lead in the Laramie Project stirred souls. Rehearsals raw. Alex coaching lines laced with his truths. Opening night. Full house. Dad standing ovation shaky but sure. She channels you, he told Alex post-curtain. Backstage hugs. Tears. Art is activism. Summer sojourn seaside family beach bash. Waves washing worries. Mateo in turn nearby, joining bonfires with tales of city lights. Sophia built sandcastles of dreams, our house, with a studio for you. Dad Alex. Fall's Fervor, Jordan's directorial debut. A short on queer elders. Alex producing. Premiere Teary Moms, front row sniffles. Hits home. Accolades followed. But deeper, conversations sparked. Closets cracked. Winter wrapped in Wonder Rose's first Christmas. Gifts galore. Dad gifted Alex a pocket knife. Engraved, stand firm. Sentiment swelled. Toast to endurance. New Year nudged nests. Mateo's gap year abroad Spain. Chasing heritage. Airport farewell gut wrench, call weekly. Jordan admonished. Hugging. Letters flowed. Postcards vivid. Alex's sequel penned, rising renewed, interviews intimate. One with a trans teen runaway echoed his youth. Your book's my map. Alex signed it. Kneel to your power. Jordan mentored at the center. His lens Legacycid's portraits exhibited. Seen and sovereign. Sophia volunteered. Her energy electric. Spring scandalized lightly Sophia's first crush. A classmate girl. Confessed over ice cream. Normal. She fretted. Alex laughed. Love's never normal, it's you. Jordan added. Own it. Sparkle. Summer scorched with wildfires again. But they were Veterancevac kits packed. Community captains. Post-flame. Rebuild fundraisers. Alex's gala raised records. Jordan's doc captured hope. Fall framed farewells bittersweet Mateo home. Tanned and transformed. Announcing art school Paris. Go chase. Alex urged. Pride piercing. Lily's promotion dean at her ferment moves. But visits vowed. Rosa's toddler terror charmed. Family glue. Winter's white brought what-ifs, retirement whispers. Travel. Jordan mused. Maps unfurled. Alex nodded. With pit stops for grandkids. Anniversary 30 gleamed grease aisles. Ruins romantic. Vows amid olives. Time bends us. But love straightens. Rings kissed. Seas saluting. Back. Life's ledger balanced Mateo's send-off party. Sophia's science fair win, volcano eruptive. Dad's book club. Devouring Alex's work. My boy's words wiser than mine. A health hitch. Mom's hip surgery. Alex bedside. You nursed me through storms, she said, squeezing hand. Now I rest easy. Spring sowed seed Sophia's bat mitzvah. Her speech. My dad's taught kneeling means strength. Tears collective. Dances defiant. Summer's heat hatched plants a sabbatical. RV road trip tracing their route. Kids opted in. Family odyssey. Fall's colors crowned Jordan's feature film Neil Oscar buzz. Red carpet. Alex arm in arm. Kids cheering from seats. Winter wondered at Wonder's Rose's first words. Uncle Alex. Echoing joy. Their 35th. That barn reborn. Vows voiced. From abandon to abundance. Eternally yours. Guests vast. Hearts full. Alex reflected. Fate's Neil birthed not just survival, but a symphony of souls. Harmonizing hurt into him. Symphony's notes nuanced with nuance. Sophia's teen tempest scrushes complicating. Grades gliding called for calibration. Alex mediated math tutors. Jordan jamming guitar sessions. Chords calming chaos. She's a squared. He'd quip, high-fiving her post-recital. Mateo's Paris postcards painted passions cafes. Canvases. A beau named Luca. Video calls crackled with dads. He's it. Alex's counsel, let it unfold. Like we did. Jordan's grin, bring him home sometime. Alex's speaking circuit sword keynotes at Davos. Equities kneel. Jordan tagged for panels. Their duo dynamic. One Q&A. A skeptic sneered, redemption fairy tale. Dad. Attending. Retorted, lived it. Ask my son. Mic drop. Murmurs to applause. Kansas kin deepened Dad's memoir ghosted by Alex. Fields of fault and forgiveness. Recordings raw. I knelt wrong once. Learned late. Publication party farm fresh. Toasts tear-tinged. Lily's clan expanded twin boys. Chaos doubled. Sophia babysat. Mateo Skyped stories. Family net widened. Holidays hub deep. Personal pivot. Alex's A1C stabilized. But Wanderlust 1 semester sabbatical. Teaching design in Florence. Jordan joined. Kids alternating visits. Italian interlude idyllic pasta-fueled philosophizing. Sophia's sketchbooks swelling. Return recharge Sophia's prom. Jordan braiding her hair. Alex snapping formals. Stunning. They chorused. Her blush blooming. Summer scorched successes Mateo's gallery show. Luca debuting stateside. Dinner vetting. Charm confirmed. Hugs exchanged. False frenzy. Jordan's film Oscar nod campaign whirlwind. Alex anchored home front. Sophia's sat prep pep talks. Ceremony night. Tuxes tailored. Winds whispered, best documentary. Speech heartfelt, to Alex, who knelt with me first. Winter wove warmth twins' first steps toward Grandpa. Dad's delight dimpled. Mom's knitting circle. Scarves for all. New decade dawned deliberate Alex launching nonprofit. Kneel to Rise Centers for LGBTQ plus youth nationwide. Groundbreaking in Denver. Dad wielding shovel. From my dirt to yours. Jordan directed sequel. Elders evolving. Sophia crude. Her eye emerging. Spring scandal. Sophia outed at school slurs slung. Alex's fire flared. Meeting principle. Zero tolerance. Or we walk. Jordan counseled calm. But backed bold. Resolution. Assembly on allyship. Sophia's voice leading. Summer sojourn Safari African Odyssey. Kids agog at elephants. Lessons layered. Wild Worlds Queer 2. Mateo noted. Spotting same-sex hyenas. Fall-framed future Sophia college-bound. Essays on family forges. Applications anxious. Acceptances ecstatic, Yale. Full ride. Lily's book legal thriller Queer Code launched. Alex blurbed. Truth in fiction. Like life. Winter's hush hatched grandkid hints Mateo's ring shopping. Luca looped in. Soon. Alex teased. Patience. Dad like you taught. Anniversary 40 shimmered Bali beaches. Bungalows blissful. Vows veiled. Ages adorn us. Love undimmed. Massages. Moons. Memories. Back. Blooms burst Mateo's proposal Paris perfect. Video viral in family chat. Engagement eve. Harper's hosting. Rings revealed. Sophia's graduation. Cap toss triumphant. Speech stolen. My dad's drama scripted my drive. Diplomas clutched. Dreams declared policy. Changemaking. Summer swelter saw center's opening Kansas flagship. Dad ribbon cutting. My Neil led here. False fanfare. Mateo's wedding. Vineyard vows. Alex walked him. Jordan toasted. From rain to rings. Dances dawned. Luca's family folding in. Winter wondered at wedding Sophia's romance ripening. A poli-sci peer. Serious. Jordan probed. Her wink. Watch. Legacy layered Alex's TEDx. Kneeling collectives. Views viral. Jordan's archive donated. Smithsonian bound. Their 45th. Rocky's retreat kids. Grand's hints. Vows voiced. Generations from our genesis. Hike's healing. Heart's hail. A hitch. Dad's decline. Dementia dawning. Alex's visits vigilant. Stories soothing. Remember the flood. We rose. Dad's smile. Fleeting, proud. Son. Spring softens sorrow's mom's memorial garden. Blooms for her quiet fire. Planting party. Tears tilled to soil. Summer's sun saluted Sophia's engagement commitment ceremony casual. Love's linked. Fall's foliage fate Mateo's first child boy. Theo. Tiny triumph. Grandpa Alex cradling. Cycle spins. Winter's white welcomed wonder Theo's christening. Family full. Jordan's lullaby. Len's lingering. Alex pondered. Fate's kneel echoed in every embrace. A chorus of comebacks. Chorus crescendoed with complexity. Theo's infancy upended schedules Mateo and Luca tag-teaming dad duties. Alex and Jordan on grandpa patrol. Midnight feeds and milestone mania. Full circle. Alex marveled. Burping the bundle. Jordan snapping sleepy portraits. Sophia's grad school grind Harvard halls. Policy theses on queer rights meant sparse visits. But FaceTime's fervent. Your centers inspire my papers. Dad. Pride parental. Packages parceling care. Alex's nonprofit networked national branches in Atlanta. Seattle. Each opening a homecoming of sorts. Survivors sharing stages. One panel. A young trans man. Your story stranded me less alone. Alex's hug. Rise with us. Jordan's retrospective. Lifelines. Galleries galore. Decades documented. Sophia curated one. Her touch tender. Critics cooed. Intimate epic. Kansas called constant dad's care communal. Lily coordinating. A lucid day. Dad dictated. Tell Alex. No regrets now. Alex read at bedside. Voice veiled. None here either. Summer scorched with celebration Sophia's thesis defense. Virtual cheers. Theo's baptism bash. Splashes sacred. Fall's fire. Luca's cookbook launch fusion feasts. Jordan's forward flavorful. Family feast. Recipes recited. Winter wove woe Sophia's breakup. Blues bruising. Jordan flew east. Heart to heart's healing. Hearts mend. Like ours did. Alex followed. Fortifying. New year nudged novelties Mateo's promotion. Ad agency ace. Theo's toddles. Terrorizing toys. Alex authored anthology, Kneels of Kin, voices varied. His intro intimate. Bestseller buzz. Book tour bonded. Jordan guest lectured. Film classes captivated. Sophia audited one. Dad's dynamic duo. Spring sparked Sophia's renewal new love. Nonprofit nexus. Vows voiced casual. Partners in progress. Summer sizzle. Theo's beach baptism by waves. Family frolic. Fall framed farewells dad's passing. Peaceful. Porch swing soft. Funeral farm full. Eulogies earnest. Alex's. You knelt last. Rose first in my heart. Graveside grace. Quilts comforting. Winter's weight lifted slowly holidays hushed. But Theo's twinkles tempered. Mom's stories. Archived. Anecdotes alive. Anniversary 50 stunned Alaska, auroras. Lights luminous. Vows veiled in veils of green. Half-century harmony. Cruises. Cuddles. Contemplations. Back. Blooms beckoned Sophia's wedding. Meadow magic. Alex walked. Jordan officiated. From my kneel to yours. Rings rustic. Receptions rapturous. Summer sun saw center's centennial gala global. Alex honored. Speech soaring. Kneel to lift others. Fall's fervor. Mateo's sequel spawn girl. Luna. Lunar lovely. Grandpa Judy's doubled. Delirium delightful. Jordan's memoir, Lens of Love, lyrical. Launching legends. Alex afterward, saw me first. Winter welcomed wonders Luna's lashes. Lullabies layered. Legacy loomed large Alex endowing scholarships. Harper Reyes rising. Sophia Stewart won. Their 55th. Canyon carved grand. Echoes eternal. Vows valley deep. Depths define us. Ailment announced. Jordan's arthritis. Aches advancing. Alex adapted warmer walks. Weighted blankets. We paced together. He pledged. Spring softened Sophia's policy win. Bill banning conversion camps. Signing ceremony. Alex applauding. Your Neil. My pride. Summer sojourn Scandinavia Ford's framing family. Theo and Luna lapside. False flush. Mateo's media mogul move. Luca's line expanded. Winter's whisper. Holidays hybrid. Grandkids glee glue. Alex's archive assembled letters. Lenses. Lives layered. Jordan's joy. Our opera. Anniversary 60 gleamed grease redux. God's gazing. Vows verdant. Vintage. Vital. Sophia's son. Orion. Orb of joy. Trio of tots. Tumult terrific. Center's Congress youth yarning yarns like Alex's. Stranded no more. One said. Jordan's joints jointed better. Jaunt's joyful. Their 65th. River rafting plat playful. Vows vigorous. Currents carry us. Dad's dream realized farm foundation. Queer AG education. Alex unveiled. Tears tributary. Winter Wayne Luna's letters. Literate already. Legacy's ledger. Books bequeathed. Films forever. Alex mused. From one Neil. A kingdom of kindness. Kingdom kindled kin's continuum. Orion's infancy orchestrated octavescu's crescendoing to crawls. Family frequencies attuned. Sophia and spouse shuttling Cambridge to Colorado. Policy pauses for playdates. Your grandpa's glow guides. She'd say. Orion on hip. Mateo's media mantle mint moves Manhattan migration. Luca's kitchen commandeering. Visits voluminous. Video vignettes of village life. Alex's 70th surprise soiree. Center's chorus singing. Toasts timeless. Jordan's, kneeled with you. Rose renewed. Cake cut. Candles countless. Jordan's joints journeyed Jontil yoga yielding youthfulness. Collaborative canvas. Joint journal. Kneels and keepsakes. Spring's symphony. Theo's T-ball triumphs. Alex umpiring umpteen. Luna's leap. Jordan lifting. Summer's saga. All kin Alice Aurora's anew. Anecdotes abundant. False fanfare. Sophia's Senate seat. Stump speeches stirring. Alex advised. Kneel to constituents' truths. Winter's weave. Orion's first festive. Fur-trimmed family. Anniversary 70 hushed. Holy Hawaii homage. Halcyon. Vows hallowed. Heart's horizon infinite. Grandkids Galatheo's theater. Luna's lute. Orion's ooze. Applause ancestral. Center's chronicle 50 years. Summit seminal. Alex emeritus. But ever engaged. Jordan's Jubilee exhibit. Eternal exposures. Evocative. Elders exalted. Their 75th. Barn Bastion original site. Now sanctuary. Vows voiced visionary. From fate's fold to forever's frame. Sophia's statute landmark law. LGBTQ plus protections. Signing. Alex saluting. Daughter. You dazzled. Mateo's movie biopic nod to their tale. Premiere poignant. Jordan consulting. Truth over gloss. Winter's warmth. Grandkids gallery. Drawings daubed. Alex's ailment mild memory mist met with mindfulness. Jordan's journals jogged joys. Spring spark. Theo's teen talk identity inklings. Like you. Grandpa. Alex affirmed, exactly. On your arc. Summer soiree. Luna's laurels. Literary League. Fall's flourish. Orion's oratory. Pint-sized poet. Anniversary 80. Aurora chasing Arctic. Vows vast. Vistas validate our voyage. Center's centenary global gathering. Alex avatar. Kneel onward. He urged. Jordan's legacy lecture luminaries listening. Their 85th. Intimate island introspection infinite. Vows velvet. Veins of victory. Grandkids graduated Theotech. Luna Law. Orion Orca Ocean. Paths paralleling progenitors. Sophia's Summit Senatorial. Strategies shared. Mateo's mantle past media merged. Missions meaningful. Winter's whisper, great-grand hints. Horizons humming. Alex's 90 narratives. Narrated lovingly. Jordan's narration, my muse. Eternal. Anniversary 95 nebulous. But nobleness nested. Vows nuanced, nearing nebula. Love luminous. Final fall. Family fortified centers cosmos. Kin's constellation. In twilight's tender. Alex to Jordan. Fate knelt us. But we stood together. Jordan's kiss. Closing chord and rose. My love. Ever rising. Epilogue etched in echoes. Their story. Seated in storm. Flowered in forgiveness, bequest of bravery. Where every kneel birthed and kneel no more. But a stand for souls adrift. In America's vast heartland and beyond. Alex and Jordan's legacy lingered. Love. The ultimate redeemer. Turning abandonment's ash to altars of acceptance.